Well, y'all support Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, October 30th, 2020, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Scarlett Johansson and Florence Pugh say they're empathize with their characters in the upcoming Marvel film Black Widow. Johansson and Pugh discuss how they related to their characters in the winter issue of Marie Claire magazine. Johansson and Pugh play Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, and Yelena Belova in the new movie. The characters were both raised and trained as Black Widows or Russian agents in a secret facility known as the Red Room. In the Marie Claire cover story, Johansson explains how she chooses the roles. The actor says, "I look for women who feel I can relate to on some level, that I have empathy for." That's a little bit complicated, obviously, because you can have empathy for people in different ways or for different reasons. But if I can empathize with a character, no matter what their moral compass is, then that's important to me. Pugh shared similar sentiments about her film roles. She said, similar to Scarlett, it's always been kind of a number one top priority for me to find women who are totally fascinating and totally powerful in their own way. I really want to recognize the women I play, whether it's that I recognize my mom in her, or my gran in her, or my sister in her. I want to play complex characters and confused characters. Black Widow is directed by Kate Shortland and co-stars David Harbour, O.T. Fagnell, and Rachel Weisz. In the interview, Johansson and Pugh recalled a challenging day on set that saw them performing stunts in high heat. Johansson says, "I don't want to candy coat anything because it's a challenge in a male-dominated industry to tell a woman's story from the perspective of a female director and focus on the heart of something that is inherently female." Black Widow was to open in theaters in May but was delayed to the COVID-19 pandemic. The movie is now slated to open in May 2021. Pugh previously described Black Widow as a rough and emotional film in an interview with Vogue. Johansson told Vanity Fair in 2019 that she hopes the movie is empowering. Hocus Pocus star Bette Midler says the film's upcoming reunion will be memorable for fans. The 74-year-old actress reflected on the 1993 movie and teased in The Search of the Sanderson Sisters, a Hocus Pocus Halloween takeover special during Wednesday's episode of Late Night with Seth Meyers. Hocus Pocus is a dark comedy fantasy starring Midler, Kathleen Najimy, and Sarah Jessica Parker as the Sanderson sisters, a trio of witches who are resurrected in Salem, Massachusetts on Halloween night. The film has become a cult classic since its release. Midler plays Winfred Sanderson in Hocus Pocus. On Late Night, Midler celebrated the movie's cultural impact. Picture that started off a little sleepy, but somehow it found its niche and became kind of a cult classic, and now it's everywhere. I mean, I wish I had a nickel for every time person would turn out in a Winfred Sanderson costume. She added, but now it's a cult classic, and now after 27 years, the two girls, Kathleen Najimy and Sarah Jessica Parker, and I have reunited for this one-night Halloween extravaganza. Miller confirmed the Hocus Pocus Halloween takeover is more than just a Zoom call and will feature a new script. The special will also feature Meryl Streep, Adam Lambert, Jennifer Hudson, John Stamos, and other celebrity guests. Midler says it was wrangling a lot of talent, wrangling in a lot of effects, and a lot of excitement about building effects and what we can do with it that would be a surprise. She added, I feel that we put a lot of creativity into it because when people come to our in-person event, they expect a real blowout. We want to give them something that would be memorable. The Hocus Pocus Halloween Takeover is a mockumentary-style special that will take place Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to benefit Midler's New York restoration project. Tickets to the virtual event cost $10. Midler shared a teaser photo of herself, Najimy, and Parker on the set this month. KJ Apa and Sofia Carson are 4 years into the quarantine due to the new COVID-23 virus as mutated into the trailer for the upcoming pandemic thriller Songbird. The film, from director Adam Mason and producer Michael Bay, takes place in the world where infected Americans are placed into quarantine camps after the COVID-23 virus has killed millions. App of Riverdale fame plays courtier Nico, who is immune to the virus and falls in love with Sarah, played by Carlson, despite the couple being unable to see each other. Sarah is suspected to have become infected and leading Nico to a race across a dystopian Los Angeles in order to save her before she is placed into quarantine or worse. Craig Robinson, Bradley Whitford, Peter Stormare, Alexandra Daddario, Paul Walker Hallsell, and Demi Moore also star. Songbird was one of the first projects made in Los Angeles during the COVID-19 pandemic. Mason wrote the script with Simon Boyles. The film has not received an official release date. Appa in July posted on Instagram how he needs stitches after hurting his neck while filming stunts for Songbird. David Letterman paid homage to the late Regis Philbin while appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Philbin, the legendary television personality, died at the age of 88 in July. Letterman was friends with Philbin, who appeared on his late-night talk show multiple times, previously calling him the best guest he's ever had. Letterman said on Wednesday, I kind of believe was the last connection to a show business that I grew up watching in Indiana. When Regis left us, to me, it seemed like, okay, that chapter is closed, and that made me very sad. But I'm telling you, this guy, if someone said, let's pick somebody to drive cross-country with, it could be Regis, then I would hitchhike because he was always Regis. Kimmel said Regis was just exactly like he was on television at all times, which is really remarkable and it's really unusual. Letterman praised Philbin for never saying no to anything he wanted to do on the show. Kimmel laughed. He never said no, and he often would do things that we didn't want him to do. He showed up once dressed as Shrek, and I don't know why. I'm not sure he knew why, but there he was in the Shrek outfit. But I was unimpressed. I mean, there are guys in show business who need the costume to stay in business. Regis was not one of them. Season 3 of Letterman's new talk show, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, recently arrived on Netflix. Letterman interviews Dave Chappelle, Kim Kardashian, Lizzo, and Robert Downey Jr. in the new batch of episodes. Netflix's The Babysitter's Club reboot will return for a second season. The streaming service confirmed Wednesday that it renewed the comedy drama series for season 2. The company tweeted, say hello to your friends. Again, The Babysitter's Club is back in business for season 2, alongside photos of the cast on the video call. The Babysitter's Club, based on the N.M. Martin book series of the same name. The show is a reboot of the 1990 series that aired on HBO. Netflix Babysitter's Club stars Sophie Grace as Christy Thomas, Momoa Tamada as Claudia Kishi, Shea Rudolph as Stacey McGill, Malia Baker as Mary Ann Spicer, and Shuta Gomez as Dawn Schaefer. The cast celebrated the show's renewal in a video that showed them lip-syncing to the new version of the iconic theme song from the series Say Hello to Your Friends. The Netflix series features Rachel Searkert as showrunner and Martin as a producer. Alicia Silverstone and Mark Feuerstein co-star as Christy's mom, and Elizabeth and her partner Watson. Jamie Lynn Spears says her sister, pop star Britney Spears, is trying to make the best of a challenging year. The 29-year-old singer and actress gave an update on Britney during Thursday's episode of Good Morning America. When asked how Britney is doing, Spears said her sister has faced challenges in 2020 like many others. She says, I think that she's doing just like the rest of us. She's trying to make the best and stays positive during a very challenging time, a challenging year. I think that's the kind of theme of everyone now. Britney entered a conservatorship more than a decade ago after experiencing mental health struggles in 2008. Her father, Jamie Spears, served as a conservator until 2019, and when he was replaced by Jody Montgomery. A judge favor ruled in Britney's conservatorship, which remains in place until February 1st, 2021. In August, Spears was named the trustees of her sister's fortune. On GMA, Spears also discussed her recent Zoe 101 reunion. Spears released a music video for the new version of the Zoe 101 theme song, Don't Follow Me, Zoe 101, featuring the cast this week. The actress says it was very, very hard, especially during these times, because shooting something with more than one person is very challenging during COVID. We had one day to get it done. Most of us were able to make it. Spears performed Follow Me, Zoe 101 on Good Morning America. Spears played Zoe Brooks on Zoe 101, which had a 4-season run on Nickelodeon from 2005 to 2008. She will reprise the character in an upcoming revival. Netflix is giving a glimpse of The Crown Season 4. The streaming service shared a trailer for the historical drama series Thursday, featuring Olivia Colman as Queen Elizabeth II and Gillian Anderson as Margaret Thatcher. The preview shows the Queen and Thatcher come face-to-face during a sit-down meeting. The conversation hints at future tensions to come. Thatcher says, Your Majesty, I think we've had enough respect for one another personally to ask ourselves some of the bigger questions, women to women. We are the same age after all. The Queen inquires, Really? Thatcher confirms just 6 months between us. The Queen asks, Oh, and who is the senior? Thatcher responds, I am, ma'am. The trailer also teases Prince Charles, played Joss O'Connor's romance and marriage with Princess Diana, played by Emma Corrin. As Diana adjusts to the spotlight, Princess Margaret, played by Helena Bonham Carter, warns that Diana will break if she does not bend to the confines of her new role. Netflix previously released a trailer centering on Christina and centers on Charles and Diana. Tobias Menzies, who plays Prince Philip, said in an interview with Deadline in June that Charles and Diana will be a big part of Season 4. The Crown follows the reign of British monarch Queen Elizabeth II throughout the decades. The series features new actors in every 2 seasons, with Imelda Staunton to play the Queen in Season 5 and 6. The Crown is created by Peter Morgan and will end with the 6th and final season on Netflix. Apple TV Plus has handed out an early Season 3 renewal to the comedy series Ted Lasso, starring Jason Sudeikis in the title role. The Season 3 renewal comes before Ted Lasso started production on Season 2 in London in early January. Ted Lasso launched on Apple TV Plus in August and was renewed for Season 2 that same month. Sudeikis portrayed a small-town college football coach from Kansas who, despite not having any experience coaching soccer, is hired to coach a professional soccer team in England. Sudeikis' Ted Lasso character was introduced as a series for NBC Sports Shorts. Hannah Wiedeham, Brendan Holt, Jeremy Swift, Juno Temple, Britt Goldstein, Joel Dunster, and Nick Mohammed also star in the series. Sudeikis is also serving as executive producer with Bill Lawrence and Jeff Ingold, with Lasse Katzer as executive producer. Sudeikis, Lawrence, Joe Kelly, and Brenda Hunt develop the series. Khloe Kardashian says her sister Kim Kardashian's 40th birthday getaway was a beautiful experience. The 36-year-old television personality responded to backlash on Thursday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show after Kim surprised family and friends by taking them on a tropical vacation for her birthday. Kim came under fire this week after sharing photos from the lavish trip on social media. On Ellen, Khloe acknowledged people's frustrations about the trip while so many are struggling. She said, "I did hear that people were upset. This year is a frustrating year. I get it. I think there's so many frustrations going on for everybody. But also, it's her 40th, and this is something that she wanted to do for us. It was such a nice thing." Khloe says resort employees and locals were grateful for their business. She said so many people said that they were their first party or guests that they've had in months, and what it's done for them to be able to pay the bills and to do stuff for their families. Just hearing those messages while we were there, we felt really good about it. In addition, Khloe said the group followed COVID-19 safety precautions and conducted themselves in the safest way possible. She said, "It was such a beautiful experience, and I want Kim to focus on just how beautiful it was and what she did for everybody. I don't want shit to overshadow all the greatness that happened." Kim, who turned 40, shared photos from the trip Tuesday on Instagram. The star captioned, "After 2 weeks of multiple health screens and asking everyone to quarantine, I surprised my closest inner circle with a trip to a private island where we could pretend things were normal just for a brief moment in time." Star caption. "I realize that for most people, this is something that's so far out of reach right now, so in moments like these, I am humbly reminded of how privileged my life is." Khloe, Kim, and the family came to fame on series Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which will end with a 20th and final season. On Ellen, Khloe discussed the possibility of her starring on a potential spinoff. She says, "I never say never because it's got me in trouble before. I just think we all need a little break and see where life takes us." Keeping Up with the Kardashians is in the midst of its 19th season. Released a clip from the new episode Wednesday that showed Khloe confirming previously that she had COVID-19. Boston native Sean Ellis is fighting to prove his innocence after being wrongfully convicted of murdering a police officer in a new trailer for the upcoming Netflix docuseries Trial 4. After going through 3 trials in 1993, Ellis was convicted of murdering Officer John Mulligan and served 22 years in jail for a crime he did not commit. Ellis has been granted a 4th trial following new evidence around handling his case. The 8-part docuseries will follow Ellis' conviction, his new trial, and show him exposing police corruption and systematic racism. Ellis says in the clip, "For my 4th trial, I want to be vindicated. I want to be exonerated. I definitely want the world to know that I'm innocent." Trial 4 comes to Netflix on November 11th. The 2020 Country Music Association Awards will be featuring performances from Miranda Lambert, Luke Combs, and Maren Morris. The Country Music Association announced a lineup of artists Thursday that will take the stage during the awards show in November. Other performers include Eric Church, Gabby Barrett, and Charlie Puth, Ashley McBride, Florida Georgia Line, Darius Ruckert, and Lady A and Flasco Flats. Ruckert and Reba McEntire will host the show and perform together. In addition, McEntire, Hillary Scott, Thomas Rhett, and Chris Tomlin will take the stage. Ruckert and Florida Georgia Line celebrated the news on Twitter Thursday. Ruckert tweeted, "The hashtag CMA Awards are known for unforgettable collaborations. Excited to announce that I get to part of 2 of those performances this year." Florida Georgia Line said, "Can't wait to perform hashtag Long Live for y'all," a reference to their new single Long Live. The CMA Awards will air November 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC. Lambert and Combs led the field of nominations with multiple nominations, including Entertainer of the Year. Lambert released the 7th studio album, Wild Card, in November 2019. She related a song last week for her singles. She released a music video last week for her single Settling Down, featuring her husband, Brendan McLaughlin. And finally, here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of October 31st. Number 10, Internet Money and Gunna featuring David Tolliver and Nav with the song Lemonade. Number 9, Justin Bieber featuring Chance the Rapper with the song Holy. Number 8, sorry for the technical difficulties here. Number 8, The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch with Rockstar. Number 7, BTS with Dynamite. Number 6, Gabby Burnett featuring Charlie Puth with I Hope. Number 5, Josh 685 and Jason Derulo with Savage Love. Number 4, The Weeknd with Blinding Lights. Number 3, Drake featuring Lil Durk with Laugh Now, Cry Later. Number 2, Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion with WAP. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of October 31st, 24 Golden with Mood. And that is your entertainment report for Friday, October 31st, 2020. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.